Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and Horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the Rooster. So welcome back all my Rooster friends. Let's find out how your cockle-doodle doing. I will apologise though for the late reading. I have had a busy few days with the children being the Easter holidays, so I do hope that you'll forgive me. However, without further ado, let's shuffle these cards up and find out what we have got for you today. Let's move these around, move them up and down, shuffle them all around, and just basically see what we end up with when we stop about there. And we're going to take that one from the bottom, we're going to take that one from the middle, we're going to take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we've got two positives and a negative there. Nice little sandwich with the positives on the outside and the negative on the inside. With the positives outnumbering the negatives, it is easy to get ahead of ourselves and say, you know, that's an optimistic reading, or, you know, to be optimistic about the reading. But as I've tried to stress before, white isn't always all right, black isn't always an attack. It all depends on the compatibility. So let's flip these over and we're going to start off there with the white snake. Now for a rooster person, that white snake is an incredibly good friend of yours. You're in the same triangle. So you're both in that triangle of thinkers. So it's a very compatible card and it's in the positive. So it's a good example of right being pretty much all right, because this is all right for you right now. There is an emotional element to things, an attachment of some description. You've got a connection, and it's a good connection too. It complements you. It brings out the best in you. And this is good because it's making you feel almost worthy. But in other ways, you're getting rather, I don't want to say possessive, but you're getting used to it. You're getting used to that feeling. You're getting used to having that thing around. You're getting used to it. You're quite outspoken. So you're almost holding back a little bit when you are in the situation with this thing, or, you know, in this particular circumstance or environment. You bite your tongue, because it is a good place. It does bring out the best in you. It's just, as I say, it's almost like it's not quite there. You feel worthy of it, but you're not quite there. You're not quite able to grasp it. The door is opened, so you know you're worthy of it. The door is opened, it's let you in, but now you're stood there in the hallway. You're a little bit confused about what you're doing there. Do you take your shoes off? Do you hang your coat up? Do you just walk straight on in? Do you wait to be invited? I mean, what happens now? The door was open. You're obviously supposed to be here in this situation, but what next? And that's where that thinking element comes in. There is a long-lasting friendship or relationship here, or there is a long friendship. There's something that is meant to be in your life. There's something that is supposed to be there throughout your journey, and it's long-lasting. And it's developed from a situation and circumstance that may not even be this one, but it's definitely put you in this situation. Got a pig card coming in. The Black Catalyst card. A very slow card. Now, the pig is the opposite to that snake. They are actually conflicts. And the fact that the snake is in the positive and the pig is in the negative would say we've got a bigger opposite in conflict here than we would have usually had. Now, the pig, again, is an emotional one. There's an emotional attachment here. The rooster gets along well with the boar, so there's no real incompatibility here. But the changes are slow, and things are moving very slow. And you're not entirely sure if it's moving in a direction in which you even know is going to be worth your while or not. You like to take things seriously when you do. You're a very committed person. You can dedicate your time and sort of focus on things that you care about. It's just, this isn't quite letting you. As to say, you are in the room, you're ready to, you know, do the thing, do what you need to do, but it won't let you proceed. There is something stopping you. It's almost like you're just trapped in the hallway. You're trapped in the hallway and you're not entirely sure if you should go back out through the door in which you've just come, or just hang around a little bit and just see what happens. I think right now you could end up making your own life miserable if you overthink on this, if you try and rush the decision, rush the choice, rush the outcome. That pig is a slow change. It comes in very slowly. You'll eventually know what's going on. You'll eventually know what's happening. It's just your need for control and that overthinkingness could potentially start to not work in your favor as much as just being patient would be. You're going to have to go about this in a different way than you would usually be, or how you would usually approach things like this, because you will have to deal with a conflict if you start to kick around enough. If you start poking the bear, start poking that bear enough, you are going to get yourself into trouble when you could have just sat there and just let things be. Sometimes you just got to let things play out the way they're supposed to be playing out. As I say, it will come to you eventually. You'll start to realize what it is that you're supposed to be doing if you can have the time to sit around and wait for it. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, and I'm not going to say that this is going to end pretty, but you go in there flapping your wings and kicking off your spurs and getting all cockle-doodle-doodle-doo, that hen house is going to start to feel like a cage, and you're going to trap yourself in it rather than it feeling like a safe space or feeling like a home. Got a tiger card creeping in there. Not an overly incompatible card for you, but definitely confirms that there is an emotional attachment here. That snake, that tiger, that pig, they're all sort of representations of an emotional attachment. Like a relationship, like a marriage, like a love, like an intimacy, like a feeling of, you know, devotion towards someone. The rooster and the tiger are very alike. You're compatible in ways where you wouldn't be compatible with others, or they wouldn't be compatible with you, which is good. However, you could end up finding each other very irritating because of the similarities, because of the situations. And I think right now this is again what is happening. You are getting irritated, you are getting agitated, you are getting frustrated, you are starting to wonder which day of the week it is, because one day you'll feel, well, it changes every day. Like one day you feel like you're okay, the next day you feel like it's something else. You feel like this is this, and then you feel like this, feel like that. It changes every single day. Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Yes, no, yes, no. It's like a Katy Perry song. It's literally yes and no, hot and cold, up and down, all over the place. And again, this is why you're confused. This is why you're getting frustrated. It's why you're losing patience. How long can you be patient in a place where you're the one that's seemingly, or it would appear, you're the one that's getting the short straw? So how long are you going to keep putting up with that? There is also that possibility that you're making a mountain out of a molehill, and just sitting back and watching things pan out could be in your best interests. The fact that you're going up against it and you are trying to, well, not even going up against it, the fact that you're trying to encourage things to happen quicker than they should, or trying to get a resolution when there isn't one right now. I suppose the best way I can put it, there's no point trying to get the cake to rise before it's cooked. Because this is what we're looking at. You're stood there in the kitchen looking at the oven, and now you're watching the cake rise in the oven, and you're like, well, come on, I want cake. Where's my cake? You got to wait for it. It's got to cook. And there's no guarantee you're even going to like the cake once it is cooked. So getting your hopes up or rushing it or whatever, it's you know, you're setting yourself up. Again, the best thing for you to do, the best advice that I can offer, the best advice that I can give you right now is you just need to wait it out and see what happens. Wait it out and see what comes of it. Because it will happen. You will find out eventually. If you push this and rush this, you'll get an outcome that wasn't supposed to be. And if it's something long-lasting, like a friendship or a relationship or a marriage, where it's something in your life that's supposed to be this way, it's going to make it incredibly awkward for you over the next couple of years or so when you try and figure this out. And when I say years, I mean years, because I think as people, we forget that we're going to be here for a long time. A long time. Weeks, months, years. And long-lasting things, or things that last for life, are going to be a very, 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 very long process to work out and deal with and navigate. So there is no real rush. But we'll find out how you get on with that next week, won't we? When we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the rooster. My next reading will be for those born in the year of the dog. So if you're interested in what those guys are up to, I'll see you over there next. If not, no worries. I'll just see you in a reading for you guys born in the year of the rooster next time. Thank you for watching. Love and peace.